Take cash out with your VA loan? Why would you do that? Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining me. My name is Jeff Trevarthen. I am Jeff the Mortgage Pro. I appreciate you watching my videos. Thanks so much for watching them. If you could do me a huge favor and you could do two things for me, if you could click that subscribe button down below if you're watching this video. I do try to put out 2 to 3 videos a week, and hopefully this is all about mortgages, so you can learn more about that. I'd love to have you have a notification of when my next video comes out. And then if you could also click that like button down below if you enjoy my content and you like watching my videos, please help me and move up that algorithm and try to get my message out to more people. I would really appreciate it. So today what we're looking at is taking cash out with a VA loan. Why in the world would you want to do that? So I came up with 4 different ideas or examples of why you may want to take cash out on your VA loan. You don't have to do any of these obviously, but in case you did, these are 4 reasons why you might. So the first one is for home improvement. So let's say you got a really low interest rate back in 2021 when you bought your your home with your VA loan, and the property's gone up in value pretty significantly since then, but you have some, repairs that you want to do on that property. Even though the interest rates are higher, there's still probably the cheapest money that you can find around, and you may want to borrow against your equity with a cash out refinance and do home improvement projects. So maybe you need to add a bathroom, or maybe you need to replace all your floors, or you want to do some landscaping. All those things would be fall into the category of home improvement, and that's why you may want to leave your low interest rate mortgage on your VA loan and take cash out with it. The second is, and I see this one actually a lot, is debt consolidation. So over the last couple of years, we've seen inflation push way up, and it's caused people to go into more debt than they've ever had to go into in their lives. So maybe you have a really low interest rate VA mortgage, and you got that back in 2022. And again, you had a lot of appreciation on your property, but you had to accumulate a lot of debt just to furnish your property, to make sure that everything was fixed and repaired and ready to roll for you, so you could actually move into it and live in it. And over time, those expenses started to add up. So you had another $30,000 that you borrowed to be able to support your current lifestyle. And inflation helped push that up without even making it feel like it was really pushing it up. So one of the things you may want to do is consolidate your debt with a cash out refinance using your VA loan. And you can do that by adding on the debt. And then even if you needed a little bit of extra cash out beyond that, you could receive that back at closing if you're doing a cash out refinance. So reason number 2, debt consolidation might be a reason why you would cash out on your VA loan. The third is an interesting one. I see this often as well, and that's for education expenses. So let's say you have some children who are going to be in the college ages here pretty soon, or maybe even private high school if that's something that you're interested in, and you need to figure out a way to pay for that. And the way to do it could be to borrow against the equity in your property and to use that money to pay for those education expenses, whether it be tuition or books or however you're going to help support your child, or maybe even it's you going back to school for education expenses. So number 3, education expenses. That's why you may want to take money out on your VA loan. And the last one is number 4, emergency expenses. So let's say, you have you get in a car accident, you have a huge amount of medical bills, you have lots of equity in your property. A way to pay those off quickly, maybe to refinance your existing VA loan and do a cash out VA refinance, pay off those medical expenses, and now you have a much cheaper debt than you would have if you had to put that money on credit cards or personal loans or anything like that. And those are things that can help you out in an emergency. So emergency expenses you may need to do a cash out refinance for, and you may do a cash out refinance to actually take money out first to prepare for emergency. So you have that money sitting on the sidelines just waiting in reserves for you if something should happen. So what do you think? Are there any other situations where you would take cash out on your VA loan? I'd love to hear from you in the comments down below. So please go ahead and comment down below. I would really love to see that, and happy to interact with you here on YouTube. If you need to run the numbers and figure out if a VA cash out refinance is for you, please make sure to reach out to me. My goal is to try to be the #1 VA loan officer here on YouTube, and any support that I can provide you would be super awesome. And please click on my Calendly link down below in the description. You'll see that. And if you want to have a chat, love to get on my calendar and talk more with you about doing a VA cash out refinance. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to chatting with you again really soon. Have a good one. Bye.